Okay, here's another one, Caterpillar. Let's go to the date. Actually, it looks like I'm pretty close to the date as it is. I didn't put a line on this one. Okay, so I think this was it right here. Let's go forward one more, the close of the day. So we'll unlock this and we'll relock it, all charts. Okay, so Caterpillar, March 5th, 2025. Let's copy this, put this here. Okay, so on this date, we'll go ahead and pull up the S&P 500. So on that date, we had Christmas Cross, Soccer SI, MACD. Yeah, not really directional movement. All going up. And then on the daily, we have bottom Bollinger Band, the 144. It's less than 20. Cocked. Then we'll pull up the Russell 2000 on that day. Yeah, that's not crossing, but that is. Boom, boom. So really, we only have 2 out of 4. I'm wondering if I were to look at the. So that one's not quite as good, I think, and I didn't notice this. So, but we still have some decent stuff going on here. So we were going to go, and we have over, yeah, okay. So let's just go back to Caterpillar. Master communicator here. Don't worry about it. Okay, so on the Caterpillar, let's go to the weekly call. I said white doji. That was my call. Soccer size 1 out of 3. We have the bottom Bollinger Band and 144. I guess not technically, but really close. For the previous candle, stock RSI less than 20 and it's crossing up. Histogram shrinking and we're cocked. In the daily, we have the bottom Bollinger Band. There's also a doji on the previous one, which I didn't notice. It's funny what you don't notice when you think you're being so meticulous. We got the 377 right here. The MACD is crossing, and we have the trigger fired. On the 233, we have the Christmas cross, stock RSI, MACD, and the directional movement. So 4 out of 4. I said 6 or more, maybe 7 with that doji. Good with good support from the market. It's a trade. We'll look at the consideration list. I said the dog is up. The elephant, I said, is on the weekly is up. Might actually probably not up. Actually, I didn't say up. I said standing still. That's what I wrote. For the herd, I said down on the monthly. On the movement direction rope, condition of rope, I said up on the movement. The direction is standing still on the weekly. The rope is there's a little, and the condition of the rope I said is good. I said short trade duration. The second weekly candle call I said doji, so with resistance on the 230, resistance on the 233. Quite sure what I meant by that, but so, and then on the auto wave calculation, I said the previous line is a 60. So I said 339. Where is it now? Let's see, I'm all messed up. Let me just click off and click back on. And this is just for my consumption. I have to embarrass myself. Okay, so yeah, that says 59 right there. So it's just rounded to 60. 339 plus 60 divided by 2 is 370. It's early March. The transition time zone, trading zone, year ends in 5. Earnings on 130. 6 weeks ago was a beat. That's what I had. So in the 3 candle period, I said it will rise to the 233's I didn't really factor into this, which may be an oversight, but it's basically right underneath the 21. So it'll rise to the 34, and the daily is 13 and pause. May have to exit there. From there, it may rise to the 377 for the 233, and the daily is 21 / purple line. You may have to exit there. And from there, it may rise to the 377 right there. And the daily is 233, and the 3 days purple. I guess that purple line is a little bit higher. Sometimes but it may pause. So I think that purple line part was wrong. You have to exit there. So I said purchase the 350 calls. That's what I said. So maybe that was ambitious, but that's what I said. I said April 2nd week. I guess I didn't want to do the March weeklies. I'm not sure why I didn't, not just the March monthly. I don't know why I didn't just do that one. That probably would have been better. So I bought 2 extra weeks. It's for about $8.50. Stock price was $3.38 at the decision. So let's just move forward. Okay, so it's moved in our direction. We're staying. Go to 2 more candles. And at this point, the 233 chart, it's at the top Bollinger Band. It's at the 377 moving average line, up auto wave line, or just auto wave line. We have the stock RSI is greater than 80. We're cocked. We have continuation. On the daily, we have the 20. We're just above the 21, and at the purple line, we have continuation. On the 3-day, we said I had none. I actually said exit here, actually, after 2 days. And I sold them for $14. Again, this was a historical trade. Then I said just exit here. And the reason is I said my forward chart reading indicates a pullback from this point with strong resistance, moved up a little quicker. I said the entry was gold is the wrong strike price. 345 would have been better. And actually, I didn't know I bought so much. The 345 stock price or strike price would have been better. But also, I should have bought much less time. I could have just done the normal marches, and that return would have been substantially bigger. I really don't know why I did that. I guess I just need to slow down just a little bit on that decision. I guess there's so much stuff going on in my mind that I didn't just say. But I would say the middle and the exit, which were basically the same thing, they were shiny gold. I'm happy. I wasn't greedy. I moved to the point that I thought it could, and I exited, even though I bought the wrong strike price. But I didn't stay 4 candles just because that's what quote unquote, what a good trade should do. So I calculated that was a 67% gain. And then I said, had I purchased 345 week 2 April calls, my return would have been just a little bit higher. But I didn't even consider had I purchased the normal other calls. Let me check for a minute. Okay, so instead of a 67% gain, if I would have bought just the monthly calls, the March monthly calls, it would have been, so the 67 would have been 115%. There's actually a 347.5 call, that would have been 106, and the 345 calls would have been 85. And actually, I could have even bought I could have bought these options right here, and they would have been even better. But that's okay. So that's that one. I think it was a good trade. And actually, let's just go ahead and click on here. Let's go ahead really quick. If I go boom, 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 boom. That was trade exit right there. And if you actually go forward from there, turns out that was the correct exit. So happy with that.